dudes! Most excellent! Greetings and salutations! It is I, Professor Macabro, here with day 5 of the 80's Week Non-Horror Movie Challenge. Oh, and this has been so enjoyable for me to participate in and also to enjoy the fellow content creators that are talking about 80's movies. I've been introduced to a whole bunch of movies that I honestly didn't even know existed. And I must admit, kind of makes me feel bad because everyone out there is showcasing amazing, obscure movies that a lot of people might not have seen. And here I am, like an asshole, talking about the more popular ones. So, sorry about that, but I wanted to take this series opportunity to showcase the movies that left an impact on me, non-horror movies. Because they're, honestly, let's be honest, they're not going to be showcased in this horror channel. I'm a horror guy, but I'm not gonna lie, the opportunity to talk about movies from the 80's, yes, please, I will take that opportunity. And what movie will we talk about in this occasion? I'll give you a hint, hoping I don't get copyright claimed. But here we are, born to be kings. We're the princess of the universe. Freddie Mercury, I am not. But I will talk about the movie released in 1986, Highlander. I freaking love this movie. It's a great, great movie that has everything that you would want. Sword battles, the story of immortals, a villain, a mentor teaching a guy that has to rise up and claim a prize, while also fighting other beings of power. Yes, Highlander has it all. Flashbacks to build up story. It's really, really good. I really, really like it. We won't discuss the sequels, cause oh boy, talk about a series that had an amazing first entry and then just, you know, the first movie here and then just a pile of shit gets thrown upon the amazing first movie. Goodness gracious, that's pretty bad, but we'll focus on the first one that came out in 1986. And the story is about an Irishman portrayed by an American French guy, but Lord Raiden himself, Christopher Lambert, plays Connor MacLeod, an old Scottish lad who is frowned upon by Master Sean Connery himself, a British guy playing a Spaniard. Who cast this movie? The casting, oh weird, but doesn't matter. Ramirez is awesome. He's the Spaniard guy, even though he talks like Sean Connery. Oh, and the French guy is supposed to be Irish. Oh, laddie, I can see you're doing them weird shit, Ramirez. Oh, I can totally agree. So, he trains him in the ways, because it turns out Connor and Ramirez are part of this group of individuals that are immortals. They cannot die, but they cannot bear children either. So, and they have to fight amongst each other, because there can be only one, goes the legend. And they have to fight. And if you are able to cut the head of your enemy, you gain their power and thus level up. So whoever has more kills is more powerful. And they have to fight this villain portrayed by Clancy Brown called Kurgan. And he's an asshole. He cheats. He lies. He cheats. He steals to get a big enough body count to raise his power. And he already killed. Spoiler alert. He kills. Don't worry. He comes back. He kills Ramirez, and Connor MacLeod seeks revenge, and eventually they clash together again. And it's a very interesting look at how immortality would actually play out. You have to live different lives. You meet people, and being an immortal that's whose junk doesn't actually work. He can't have kids, so he doesn't have any legacy of his own. Only what he has through different identities. Immortality in the sense that he heals and lives forever, unless you cut off his head. Not like vampires that have to feed on human blood and sleep at night. This guy can walk around, but I would assume this would be really difficult in today's modern era with your computers and your technology. Because how can you fake a fake identity in today's social media? Everyone will be like, oh, let me Google search this guy. Holy shit, sir. Says here, you've been alive for so long. Does he have a social security number? Does he own property under different names? And how does he claim it in his modern life? If he saved a bank account way back in the 1900s, would it be a situation like Fry, that he's in the future and now because of interest he is a super millionaire? All these questions about immortality. I, for one, would be okay with immortality, at least that kind of immortality, where I will be eternally young, live forever, and no injuries on me, because then I would have sufficient time to watch all these amazing horror movies, which is something that I do not have. I do not have time. But anyway, Christopher Lambert is awesome as Connor McLeod. The Kurgan is great villain. And of course, you have Sean Connery as Ramirez. Terrible Sean Connery impersonation, I know, but I do what I can. So, Highlander, such a good movie. Again, forget about the sequels. There's things here and there. And there's also there was a TV show way back when, but even that got shat upon by a terrible last entry. The Source, I think it was called. Oh, goodness gracious. Talk about a terrible way to shit on your fan base. But the first one is amazing, and it has music from Queen, one of my favorite bands. I freaking love it. I'm more into metal myself, but Queen, my hat is off to you, Freddie Mercury. You are a freaking legend. And truly amazing vocalist. And yes, really good stuff. But that Princess of the Universe song, oh man, that really gets me pumped. So I would recommend you watch Highlander and give it a go. Watch the first one and forget about everything else, unless you want to just see your hopes and dreams for a good entry be crushed, and then crushed, and then crushed, and then crushed. Well, again and again and again. No bueno. So, let me know what you think of Highlander. Did you ever see Highlander? Have you followed the series from the first Highlander all the way to the source? My goodness, if you have, I feel your pain. So, let me know what you think of Highlander. But until I see you all again, I wish you all, like always, a good evening. But there can be only one. Me.